Picture a life where your sense of joy isn't chained to the love or approval you get from others, where those yearning glances, unanswered calls, and tender messages saying, "Thinking of you" no longer sway your inner mood. This isn't some distant dream. It's a truth you can claim right now. Stoicism, that enduring wisdom from ages past, guides us toward this very freedom. It grants us the strength to discover serenity within and true contentment, no matter what storms rage outside. Yet, how does this connect to the deep desire for someone to long for your presence? In the realm of love and relationships, we often crave attention and affection from others, believing that external validation is the key to our happiness. However, Stoicism offers a contrary approach, focusing on self-improvement, building emotional independence, and cherishing the present moment without attachments. In doing so, we become naturally more attractive and, ironically, more likely to be missed. In today's video, we will delve into living and loving according to Stoic philosophy, and how embracing this principle can change your life and relationships in the most unexpected ways. We will explore how to make others miss you, not through mind games or calculated moves, but by embodying self-reliance and contentment within yourself. As always, your support means the world to us. A simple yet powerful way to help is by hitting that subscribe button. This small act makes a big difference. Stay with us through the entire video, as each section is thoughtfully crafted to guide you toward a fuller life in true Stoic spirit. On the quest for fulfillment and joy, it's all too easy to fall into the trap of seeking validation from the outside world. We measure our worth by how others react, what they think, and the attention they give us, especially in close relationships. But what if I told you there's a more robust and lasting path to true contentment? That's the path of Stoicism, which urges us to direct our energy toward what we can control: our thoughts, actions, and responses, while gracefully accepting what lies beyond our grasp, including the emotions of those around us. Reflect deeply on this timeless truth. When we hinge our joy on whether someone misses us or desires us, we hand over our power, becoming passive to their actions or absences, leading to emotional turbulence. Stoicism equips us with the tools to break free from that cycle by cultivating virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. We build a character that's resilient and strong, finding delight in personal growth and individual achievements. This doesn't mean isolating ourselves or stopping care for others. Stoicism doesn't promote emotional detachment, but fosters a sturdy emotional resilience. It encourages building healthy, meaningful relationships grounded in mutual respect and understanding, not neediness or dependency. Moreover, by prioritizing self-development, we naturally become more appealing and magnetic to others. People are drawn to those who exude confidence, passion for their interests, and self-satisfaction. Ironically, the less we focus on making others miss us, the more it happens, because we're living our most authentic and vibrant lives. So, let's shift our attention from seeking approval to nurturing our inner world. Dedicate time to learning new skills, exploring fresh passions, and gaining deeper insight into ourselves and our core values. This journey of self-improvement not only brings fulfillment, but also makes us admirable and, yes, more memorable to others. Remember that the aim of Stoicism isn't to suppress desires or deny our need for connection, but to remind us that our happiness and self-worth don't depend on them. By anchoring ourselves in Stoic principles, we can enjoy a life of true peace, satisfaction, and genuine freedom. Embrace the Stoic way of life. Focus on self-mastery and draw joy from within, for that's where authentic happiness truly originates. Consider the heart of Stoicism, understanding that our responses to external events are within our control, even if the events themselves are not. This principle bestows immense power, meaning we hold the key to our own emotional state, offering a profound level of liberating freedom. Emotional resilience in Stoicism isn't about numbing feelings or withdrawing from the world around us, but acknowledging emotions, comprehending them, and choosing not to let them dictate our actions. Stoics believe in concentrating on what we can control and releasing what we cannot. This is not just a strategy for maintaining inner peace, but a roadmap to solid emotional endurance. When we stop letting external factors like others' behaviors or societal pressures affect our tranquility, we cultivate a deep and practical self-mastery. This self-mastery doesn't mean isolating ourselves. On the contrary, it allows us to engage with the world from a position of strength and confidence. Ponder emotional resilience in the context of relationships. Stoicism teaches that while we may love and care for others, our happiness should not depend on their presence or approval. This perspective encourages us to build relationships on foundations of mutual respect and genuine connection, rather than reliance or fear of solitude. By practicing emotional endurance, we can enjoy profound relationships without losing ourselves in them. Furthermore, Stoicism emphasizes living in harmony with nature, accepting life's changes, which reinforces our emotional strength. It reminds us that change is the only constant, and our ability to adapt to it measures our true strength. This flexibility doesn't come from passivity, but from actively aligning with our values, goals, and the pursuit of virtue. So, how do we nurture this independence and emotional resilience? It all starts with self-awareness, regularly reflecting on our thoughts, feelings, and reactions to life's challenges. It's practicing gratitude, focusing on the present, and engaging in activities that align with our core values. Importantly, we must dare to question our perceptions, asking whether our emotional responses are based on current reality or outdated beliefs. When we apply Stoic philosophy, we learn to navigate life's storms, not by seeking shelter in others, but by becoming our own beacon. The journey toward independence and emotional endurance is not solitary, but enriched by the wisdom of those who came before. As we integrate Stoic principles into our lives, our capacity to experience joy, overcome adversity, and maintain balanced relationships grows exponentially. Stoic philosophers like Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus often highlighted the importance of living in accordance with one's own nature and the nature of the universe. At its core, it's recognizing what truly matters in life and devoting our energy to it. For Stoics, meaning isn't found in external success or the accumulation of wealth and fame, but in cultivating virtue, wisdom, and integrity. It's contributing to the common good, engaging with the community, and building relationships based on respect and empathy. Crafting a meaningful life requires us to delve deep into our inner selves, posing tough questions about who we are and what we stand for. We must define our values clearly and live by them. Even when faced with challenges or when it's easier to follow the crowd, Stoicism serves as a compass in this self-inquiry, urging us not only to examine our actions, but also the intentions behind them. Are we acting from virtue or merely from a desire for external approval? Moreover, Stoicism teaches us about the impermanence of external conditions and the importance of focusing on what is within our control. This viewpoint frees us from the burden of trying to manage the unmanageable, channeling our energy where we can truly make a difference, our attitudes, choices, and responses to the world around us. In this way, crafting a meaningful life is not just about what we achieve, but how we live and the mindset we carry each day. Applying Stoic philosophy also means accepting that suffering and failure are natural parts of the human experience, instead of viewing them as obstacles to happiness. We can see them as opportunities for growth, building resilience, and gaining deeper insight into life's complexities. This doesn't mean we seek out suffering, but that we find meaning in overcoming it, learning from it, and moving forward with a stronger spirit and a more compassionate heart. In practice, crafting a meaningful life is a blend of daily small actions and grand gestures. It resides in the kindness we show others, the integrity we uphold in our work, and the passion we bring to our pursuits. It's in the moments we take to reflect on our place in the universe, appreciating nature, practicing self-care, and nurturing connections with others. These actions, rooted in Stoic principles, form the tapestry of a life worth living. Remember that the Stoic journey to a meaningful life is not a solitary path, but one we walk together, supporting each other through shared wisdom and experiences. By grounding our lives in Stoicism, we equip ourselves with tools not only to face challenges, but to thrive amid them, finding joy, purpose, and meaning in every step. The early Stoics realized that much of our frustration, anxiety, and even despair stems from trying to control what cannot be controlled. We often expend tremendous energy attempting to shape circumstances, outcomes, and even other people to our will, though ultimately, many things lie beyond our reach. This realization isn't meant to discourage us, but to liberate us from self-imposed chains that bind us to unattainable expectations. Accepting Stoicism's teaching on letting go of the desire for control doesn't mean becoming a bystander in our own lives. Instead, it's redirecting our efforts to where we truly hold sway, our inner world. There, in the realm of perceptions, decisions, and responses, we possess real authority. There, we can cultivate virtues like patience, insight, and fortitude. There, we can discover peace. Letting go of control in the Stoic sense means a profound acceptance of the natural flow of events. It's drawing a clear line between our efforts and their outcomes, acknowledging that while we can influence the former, the latter often escapes direct command. This doesn't diminish the value of effort, but places it in a healthier perspective. When we align our actions with our personal values and release attachment to specific results, we live life fully. Furthermore, Stoic teachings encourage us to view each moment as an opportunity to practice acceptance and cultivate wisdom. It invites us to question our deep-seated beliefs about control, success, and security. Through this, we often discover that true power lies not in commanding the external world, but in mastering our internal one. Indeed, releasing the craving for control is embracing flexibility and adaptability. opening ourselves to surprises, seeking courage, to face uncertainties with a calm mind and an open heart. It's learning to meet life's challenges with grace, seeing them as stepping stones for growth and self-discovery. As we incorporate this Stoic principle into our daily lives, we find deeper relationships, reduced stress, and greater appreciation for the now. We begin to understand that control isn't the key to happiness. Balance, acceptance, and inner harmony are what truly matter. Releasing the desire for control in Stoicism isn't surrendering power but reclaiming it in its most potent form. It's a journey toward inner freedom, marking a profound shift in how we perceive and interact with the world. As we embark on this path, we uncover a life not dominated by the external validation of control, but by the internal affirmation of peace, resilience, and a deeply purposeful existence. As we conclude our exploration of Stoicism and its profound lessons, it's evident that this ancient philosophy is more than a set of rules. It's a way of being, woven with wisdom, perseverance, and tranquility. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what truly counts, guiding us through life's tempests with elegance and composure. The exercises and practices discussed are not abstract ideas, but practical instruments to integrate into everyday life, transforming obstacles into avenues for development and deeper understanding. By adopting Stoicism, we not only learn to release outcomes beyond our control, but also to cherish and fully inhabit each present moment, recognizing the beauty in simplicity and fostering connections rich in meaning and virtue. It's about constructing an inner sanctuary that's unshakable amid external chaos. The Stoic path doesn't promise a life free of sorrow or hardship, but something far more valuable: the strength to confront adversity with courage, the wisdom to choose actions aligned with virtue, and the serenity to accept what cannot be changed. Stoicism reminds us that while we can't command the outer world, we always govern our perceptions, decisions, and reactions. As we weave Stoic philosophy into our existence, our views on happiness, success, and fulfillment evolve. We realize that genuine contentment arises not from external acclaim or material gains, but from living in harmony with our deepest values and virtues. And in this realization lies the key to a life brimming with meaning and joy. Thank you for joining me on this journey at Stoic Journal, where ancient wisdom meets modern living. Let's continue to explore and grow together. For more profound insights, I invite you to watch one of the suggested videos on your screen. See you next time. And remember that the inward journey is the most vital one of all.